Howdy everybody, welcome back. Today we're checking out Yellowstone National Park. Alright y'all, so Yellowstone is 2.2 million acres. So this is going to be a 2-day event, and I still probably won't see it all, and I'm going to try to get in as much as possible. So stick around. So this is Lewis Lake, and it is completely frozen over. I think this is the first time I've ever seen a frozen lake like this. But and I almost fell through. I walked up to the edge where the snow bleeds into the lake and kind of fell through a little bit, but not all the way. Just like that. All right, let's keep going. Alright y'all, so this is the Kepler Cascades, and really high up here. Give me the willies. Got my sunscreen on, remembered it today, and now headed to Old Faithful. It's supposed to erupt in like 20 minutes or something. I made it right on time, so let's go check this out.
That's amazing. Holy moly.
Well, that was exciting. Got there just in time, and it literally erupted exactly when they said it would. That's why it's Old Faithful. Time to go get some ice cream. This place is legitimately a circus. Got me a hot dog for lunch, came with some potato chips, and of course, ice cream. I got 2 scoops of mint chocolate chip. That's my favorite flavor ice cream. Yeah, I'm eating dessert before I eat lunch. Tasting it at least. Alright, I'm going to eat my hot dog on the way to Grand Prismatic Springs. And when I get done there, probably going to be done for the day because I'm a little peopled out and I'm a little tired. Plus, I need to wrap up today early so I can get up early because I'm going to do a little bit more of the park tomorrow. So, let's go ahead and get going. So I kneeled down to take a picture of the one back there, and I realized that that one right there was right in front of me. Like, I didn't even notice it. I'm tired of fighting my hair, so I put a hat on. So we are here at Grand Prismatic Springs, and it's nuts. The parking was ridiculous, but I got lucky and got a spot, so let's go check this out. So incredible. It makes me want to jump in it, but of course I know that you can't. Somebody lost a hat. Depending on which way the wind's blowing, it's really hard to see the colors, but every now and again it clears and you can see it pretty good. So I haven't figured it out yet, but up there somewhere there's a lookout point, and I'm not really sure how to get to it. Try to figure that out. If I can't, then it's pretty much it here. Just one big circle. Oh wait, it's a pretty little blue pond right here. Let me see what this is all about. So this little baby one's called Opal Pool. And, it's like a little baby prismatic. It's so pretty. And that one's called Turquoise Pool. Alright, that's it. Head back to the car. Well, that's about all I can handle today. My nerves are shot. So let's head back to camp, get a fire started, chill out for a little bit, and then cook some dinner later. Man, when I tell you guys I've been going through it since I last checked in with y'all, I mean it. It's been hectic. I needed to go to the grocery store and decided not to go to the Yellowstone grocery store because the place was a madhouse. So I decided to go to one that showed online closer to my campsite, but it was past my campsite by 20 miles. Well, I get there, it doesn't exist. So I have to drive 20 miles back, which means I lost an hour. And when I get back to my campsite, I pull into what I thought was my campsite for the night, and there was this massive RV parked in my camp spot. And that's when I started to freak out a little bit. I'm probably going to leave the little clip of me pulling in from my dash cam on there. But somebody in my campsite. So I checked the receipt online, and the receipt says that it's only booked for 2 nights. Well, I pull around to the office, which is closed, and I'm sitting there freaking out trying to figure out what to do. And as I'm sitting there, the guy that works at the office, I can't remember his name, pulls up and he helps out somebody else. And again, this is after hours. So he sees me, comes around, sees what I need, and I'm like, hey, I think there's been a mistake or a misunderstanding. Well, like I said, it turns out I only booked it for 2 nights, but he was super understanding and gave me a site right out front. The office is literally right there. And so I actually have a place to stay for the night. But I was freaking out for a little bit. And just to be clear, like, I'm not upset with the staff or anything. They've been amazing. Like, this place is, if you go to Grand Teton or Yellowstone, come here. It's right in between. I think it's called Headwater Campground. If I get that wrong, I'll put it down below. But they've been amazing. I know I met Levi and Lisa Ann, and they asked about my van, showed them the van. were super nice, asking me questions, and they've been amazing, like genuinely amazing. And the gentleman whose name I can't remember, he was super nice, super helpful, and he actually gave me the site that I'm at right now for free, to compensate me for the confusion. So I seriously appreciate them. This is not a diss on them. This is not knocking this campsite, because I've had the most amazing experience at this campsite. So now that I've told you all my drama and talked too much, let's go ahead and get dinner started. First thing we need to grab is the induction cooktop. Next thing we need is the pan. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a plate, and I'm going to get a spoon. So this is actually going to be a backup meal. Like I said, I need to go to the grocery store, and that didn't pan out. So I've got backups. It's easy, and it kind of gives you an idea what you can make in the van when you're in a pinch. So what I got is this Knorr broccoli cheddar pasta, a can of chicken, and a can of corn. I still got some cheese left over too from the other day, and I've actually made something similar to this before, so I actually know it's already good. I just haven't put the corn in it before. So see what this needs and go ahead and get started on that. So I'm lucky. It actually calls for milk and margarine as well, and I happen to have some milk and I have some butter, which will take the place of the margarine. So I'm gonna grab those real quick. Y'all, I actually just realized that I have this bacon left over from the other night too. So fuck it, I'm gonna throw some bacon in there too. That's not good. Oh shit. Power doesn't work. Let me go check on this power situation. What a night. Y'all, I was seriously freaking out for a second, because damn the meal. I need to charge my power unit up before I left tomorrow, because that thing is dead. So I actually checked the breaker box. It was just a switch that needed to be flipped. So disaster averted. Anyways, let's go ahead and get cooking. First thing I'm going to do is turn on this stove top and crisp up this bacon. Pan's nice and hot. I'm going to go ahead and toss this in. Shouldn't take long. It's already fully cooked. Just want to give it some better texture. Alright, that took just a couple minutes actually. And now my van smells like bacon. But I can think of worse things that it could smell like. Alright, now I just got to bring the milk, water, and butter up to a boil. And I don't have any way to measure it, so I'm eyeballing it. Hopefully it'll be alright. Not too worried about it at this point in time. Oh man, I just made a mess. I plopped that butter in there and just went everywhere. Clean that up real quick. Good Lord. I'm a mess, y'all. Alright, I got all that in there. So I'm gonna put the lid on, try to reduce some of the steam, and turn this thing to boil. While that's coming to a boil, I'm going to crack open my can of corn and my can of chicken and drain that real quick. Use my leftover ice cream cup. That's a lot of juice. I'm going to set this somewhere safe and pray that I don't knock it over. Alright, that thing's already boiling, so I just got to stir this in and get it back up to a boil. Alright, thanks to that induction cooktop, it's already back to a boil and I didn't even have to really wait. So I gotta turn this down to a simmer and wait for 10 minutes. Yo, I'm not even joking you. There must be a gremlin in the van today or something. That just shorted out on me. It's back on though, so hopefully I can finish this, and hopefully I can charge my power unit before I leave tomorrow. Alright, well that finishes, and hopefully it will. I'm gonna go ahead and start breaking up this bacon into pieces. I have a feeling there's a little too much liquid in there, but I just really don't care at this point in time. I just want to eat and call it a night. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the chicken, bacon, and corn in there now and hope that that kind of thickens it up a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna let that thicken up for a little while longer. I think the pasta needs a little bit longer anyways, so we'll see. Alright, so that hasn't really thickened up at all, and I tasted the pasta and it's pretty soft. Nothing crazy, but if I continue to cook it, it's just going to get worse and worse. So take the lid off. It's going to become a sauna in here, and I'm going to go ahead and toss this cheese in, and I'm going to have to get a bowl out instead of that plate. Oops, I just accidentally dumped the rest of this bag in. Oh well. Oh, I'm a complete dumpster fire tonight, y'all. Alright, I turned that off and let it cool down. Hopefully it'll help thicken it up a little bit too. And in the meantime, I've been making some butter sandwiches as well. Normally I don't actually eat a whole lot of bread or pasta for that matter in my normal diet, but given the day, given the circumstance, I really could care less. That's been sitting for a minute, so I'm just gonna go ahead and serve it up. It actually doesn't look that bad. Alright, dinner's served. Got my cheesy bacon, chicken, corn, pasta. I still need to figure out what to call it, but that's ready, and I've got my butter sandwiches. And didn't have anything special to drink with dinner last night, so got a really special one for this one. Check it out. Old Faithful root beer. Figured it was a nice little nod to the trip today, and I'm excited to give it a shot. Cheers. That's okay. It's actually really not that great. Y'all know I'm a little bit of a root beer connoisseur, and that literally tastes like root beer candy. Like, just like root beer candy. Let's give this pasta a try. Hopefully tastes alright. Man, yo, I think I got something here. That is really good. I don't know if y'all have ever had like chicken corn chowder or something like that, but it's like very similar, like almost exactly the same thing, except for it's got pasta in it. So maybe I'll call it something similar to that. Man, yo, the fact that I threw this together with just some stuff that I had around, I am massively impressed. This is really, really good. I mean, it is what it is, but for what it is, it's really good. Honestly, I'm gonna remember this and make it again. That's how good it is. Get a little butter sandwich in on the action. You know, the crazy part is I wasn't even thinking about the bacon. And then I found it and decided to put it in, and it is 100% making this just that much better. Alright, y'all. I am done talking about how much of a culinary genius I am. Just kidding, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and turn on some YouTube and kick back and enjoy the rest of this. Check in with you guys in a little bit.
We talk a lot about birth, but usually never about death. Most times, the first we're forced to speak of it, it has already taken someone we love. But it doesn't have to be this way. We are all going to die someday, so we might at least talk about it while we can. Here is to death. They experienced everything in the ambulance, not from their own eyes, but from a third-person view, an out-of-body experience.
Alright.
What was striking was that they saw the EMT.
That was good. Like, I'm blown away. And I finished it with a little bit left over for breakfast in the morning. So, I'm going to clean up a little bit and then show you guys what I have for dessert. So at the Yellowstone General Store, there was this s'mores popcorn. It's basically caramel corn with s'mores ingredients, graham cracker, chocolate, marshmallow, and I am extremely excited about trying this out. When I was in Grand Teton, I got some huckleberry popcorn, and it wasn't that great. Otherwise, y'all would have seen it in that video. Try to get a little bit of everything in there. There's a little piece of graham cracker, some marshmallow, and some caramel corn with chocolate on it. This is really good. It doesn't exactly scream s'mores flavor, but you can tell it's there. Alright, y'all. I'm going to munch on a little bit more of these s'mores, keep watching some YouTube, then I'm going to pass out. Catch you guys in the morning. Good morning. I went to bed hot, woke up freezing. It's time to get up, get a shower, get some breakfast, and head back to Yellowstone. Y'all, I cannot even describe to you guys how nice those hot showers have been. Clutch. Let's go ahead and reheat our breakfast. All right, all packed up. Let's head back to Yellowstone. Hey man, I wanted to say thank you so much for last night. Like, that's seriously...
I know now's a tough time to find somewhere to sleep. So
yeah, I was stressed and you totally saved my ass.
Of course,
so
yeah.
thank you so
problem,
much.
Man. What was your name?
Heath.
Heath, Matt.
Matt.
Hey,
Pleasure,
safe travels
man.
for the rest
Thank
of your
you
trip,
so
man.
much, brother. Take care, right?
Take care.
Alright, first stop is Mud Cauldron. I'm supposed to be headed to the Grand Canyon, but I keep getting distracted by buffalo and stinky sulfur pits. Let's keep going. We are here at the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. Man, this is absolutely beautiful. You could just like slip and go straight down. Of course I went and stood down there because I'm a crazy person. But the cool thing is the colors, the different colors, yellow, pinks, orange. It's absolutely beautiful. That is absolutely gorgeous, but it's starting to snow / rain, whatever you want to call it. So, headed back to the car. Alright y'all, that was absolutely gorgeous and I'm really glad I checked it out. I'm gonna go to the other viewpoints and see what it looks like, but the weather is definitely taking a turn for the worse, so see how it goes, and if not, then probably just gonna go ahead and head out. Alright, we're at the Upper Falls viewpoint, and I don't know, you could probably hear it by now, but the weather hasn't gotten much better. It's freezing. The rain snow mix is kind of held off for a second, but it's still really dreary. So I'm gonna check this out real quick. was very pretty, but slightly anticlimactic. It's a little far away for me to really enjoy, and the viewpoints aren't the best, so. Well, seeing about all I can see here. Plus that weather doesn't look like it's getting any better. So, it's time to get back on the road. Next up is Devil's Tower. But that's all for this one, folks. I appreciate you joining me. Hopefully you'll stick around for the next one. Y'all take it easy. Peace.